Hi, my name is Rachel Workman, and my plant this semester was the marshmallow. This plant is really useful. It's been used as an anti-inflammatory, a burn ointment, a cough medicine, and a pretty delicious treat. The root itself is the most useful part, and it has a sweet taste. It contains a gooey substance called mucilage, which is why the remedies work. The marshmallow's official name is Althea officinalis, and its family is in the Malvidae. That comes from its Greek usage, Malvidae meaning soft, Althea meaning healer, and officinalis meaning official. So it was their official soft healer. The Greeks weren't the only ones who used marshmallows, though. The Egyptians used it too. They made a dish of it, and that dish was only available to the nobility and to the gods. Any common folk who ate it received a death penalty. Its use has been pretty consistent since then. What we know as marshmallow today is probably based on a French dish called pâté de guimauve. I probably butchered that, but the thing was, in the 1800s, the French, as with anybody, were not fond of being sick. Unfortunately, the medicines they used were not very tasty, and they couldn't get their kids to eat it. So, some French doctors mixed up a mixture of egg whites, crushed marshmallow root, and sugar, and fed that to the kids. Well, that worked. They really liked it. It got so popular that the doctors eventually ran out. And so when the doctors ran out, the confectioners started making it as a treat instead. There's been a lot of scientific studies on the marshmallow as well, and these studies have found, through various tests, that the marshmallow is useful as an anti-inflammatory. It can also possibly improve cholesterol, and it's very useful in protecting the skin from ultraviolet rays. It has no negative side effects. Today I'm going to be making marshmallows out of marshmallow root. So, without further ado, let's get cooking. I've put some sugar and some water into this, and this is 3 tablespoons of golden syrup. My recipe says to use glucose syrup, but I didn't have any. So what I've been doing here is I've been stirring the sugar and the glucose and the water. I got got that boiling, and we're gonna try and get it to about 121 degrees Celsius. It's not quite there yet. So my boiling mixture here is now in the soft ball stage. You can and there you go. See, that's a soft ball. You can kind of squish it in there. That's how you know it's ready. Okay, so what I'm doing over here is I've got an egg white, and I'm gonna whip it until it gets to hard peak. So that's a hard peak. You can see that it doesn't flop over at the end. And now we're gonna pour in the other mixture into this. So what I've got here is a marshmallow root powder capsules, and since you can't put this into a candy, I've had to break open the capsules and put it into this bowl. So that's about a tablespoon. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix that with a tablespoon of water. So now that this is about body temperature, and I've mixed up the marshmallow root and the water, it looks kind of like mud. I'm gonna get that, use a spatula to get that in there. There you go, and keep whisking. So what I'm doing now is I've got about a teaspoon of cornstarch and a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. I'm sifting these together and spreading them out over the paper, which I will pour my marshmallow onto later. So now we're getting all the marshmallow mixture onto the paper, and then we're going to put some more cornstarch and sugar on it, and then it's going to set for a couple of hours. Okay, so this is the marshmallow once it's been poured and topped with the sugar, and now I'm going to let it set. So I've left this to set for a while. It did not set the way I thought it would. It's a little gooier, but I've cut a piece here and I rolled it in the extra sugar. It's pretty good. In conclusion, my marshmallow was very woody and extremely sweet, so if I did it again, I would probably not use as much sugar. But it was pretty good. It's too early to tell if it actually helped any of us with our throats or anything, but for other uses, the marshmallow is very useful.